Hello, everyone, and welcome to Noon on Wednesday, our weekly time to get together, unless I'm got something happen. But this is usually when I do my lives, is at noon on Wednesday or high noon on Wednesday. So I hope everybody's got their pages pulled. We did a magazine pull last week. That's going to be the only time I do a magazine pull on my channel, because I figure once you've seen it, everywhere. And I did put a link to that harvesting video in the description box, as well as our very first cause a scene in a magazine. So I've done some homework additionally and have already put together some pages so that I can get these done quicker today. So I hope you guys don't mind that I've done some of the work already. Left my wax paper on the table. So let's have some fun, and we'll do 3 pages again. And I'm going to do just like I did last week, and do a page toward the front of my book and then do a page towards the back. Hi, Ann. Hi, Janet. I didn't change this yet, the date thing. And I do want to do that because it is the 1st of February. (2023). Let's see. I need a piece of paper. Probably getting ink all over my fingers. I just want to see how this is printing, because sometimes these things go all screwy. Yeah, it says February 2nd. So maybe there. February 1st, 2023, because I want to date my pages. Anne brought that up when she was doing her flips yesterday. Date your pages so you'll remember when you did it, because truthfully, none of us will remember when we did what as time goes on. So hi, Leah. Hi, Janet Nash, Pam, Anne. I think that's everybody so far. So this is still all in pieces. So we got to put this together in, and I'm just going to kind of open this up here. But I'm not going to do right by there. I'll skip a few pages and we'll do this page. So I really like this spoon, so I want to make sure that's included on the page. So I'm thinking I'll just chop some of this off. That'll get saved for a different page. And I'll stay away from down in the valley all the way. And I will put this cheap wax paper from the dollar store. Really, it works, but it's not as good as Cut Right? And I thinned my Yes paste with just a little water to make it move better. See, it stirs now, which I think will make it work a whole lot better. And I pulled out one of these plastic ones. That's very smooth. It's like butter. If you read the instructions, you're supposed to let it wait and let it get a little tacky. But I noticed none of us do that. And I cleaned my Bondo spreader so that I won't ruin any more women's faces with it. Oh, that works so much better with that clean. All right. We'll just take this. This has also got a spoon on it. I'm just tearing it, and the part I want to remove, I tear away from me. That way you don't get a white edge on what remains. And a lot of this is going to get covered anyway with the bowl. Just tearing some bits off. I don't think I need to keep the part that says what magazine this is from either. All right, and that kind of makes it look like it's all one, which, like I said, that bowl is going to cover up a lot of this. So all this work is probably for nothing. Put it that way. So if you take time to do all of the kind of editing and all of that, when it comes time to doing your pages, you can do them a lot faster. Let me get this glued down and I'll look at chat real quick. Don't want to waste any of that. Pennies of stuff. Okay. Hi, Mary. Hi, Carol. Hi, Kathy. Janet Baum. Shannon. Yeah, sometimes life gets in the way of our play, doesn't it? Yesterday, I spent the day learning to do small bust adjustments. And I'm going to see if it worked out all right tomorrow. And I've got my tea here. I need to remember to take some sips of tea. And my sister's going to come try it on and see if I was successful. You see, worrying about that other spoon was pointless because this bowl is going to cover everything. I need something to set this on while I'm adding the glue. One of these craft mats would work because then I can wipe it off. Hi, Kimberly57. I haven't watched Shannon's Tea Tuesday yet. I need to do that. The cats did not let me sleep last night. So after Mary signed off and I watched something else, I can't remember even what it was because I was so tired, I went and got in the recliner and Tippy helped me take a nap. I've put off all these years learning how to do the adjustments. And now I'm like, why are you putting this off? Learn them. Then you'll know how to do them. And if I could remember the lady's channel, I would share it here, even though this isn't a sewing video. Maybe I'll come back and add it below. There's this lady, on YouTube, and she gives excellent instructions on how to do just about anything sewing related as far as making alterations. So if you're into garment sewing, you might want to come back after and see when I've added the link, because she's awesome. Now I need a wet one, because I couldn't possibly not drop that glue side down. It's like when you drop your toast, it's always the jelly side down, right? Hi, Gail and Dar. Let's see, I got some of that on my table. Not good. I'm gonna wipe some of this up. I also have paper towels here so I can dry. After I make it wet, I can dry it off a little so we can just move on. And I would rather have a paper towel with warm water because that cleans the yes paste up so much better than a wet one. Oh, I'm seeing all these little hearts come up the side. That must be the new video live reaction. I saw it was automatically checked, and I said, well, I don't know what that is, but I will leave it on there and see what it's about. And so now I'm seeing all these little hearts. Thank you. That's so cute. That is so cute. Stinking cute, as Scott would say. That is stinking cute. I'm just spreading glue over here onto this, off the side here. That is cute. I guess I should pay more attention to the news from YouTube, but I'm horrible about that. That's like doing paperwork. I'd rather do the action stuff than the paperwork. God, that little girl delivering my mail looks to be about 17. Sorry, just popped in my head. Why is it they get younger and younger? Anyway. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm going to clean this page up a little bit. Make sure I don't have any crazy glue. And trying to find the page. I'll flip the glue to the inside. So there's page 1. And when it dries some, I will come back and trim it. So let's see. Thank you. Hi, Dawn, the crafty visage. Trying to get the glue off my fingers. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it does. Don't like glue on my fingers. All right, we'll flip that over. Let's flip toward the middle here and see what I've got for the next. Oh, this is right in the middle. That's good. Let's do this one. Oh, it's falling apart. I think I can remember how to put it together. Maybe this one. Sometimes it's the little things that make the biggest difference. All right. So I've got this beach. So I need to glue it down here. And then this coastline will line up with that coastline. And this will line up with that coastline. I just cut a boardwalk in half, and then we're going to put the bed in the middle here. So let's go ahead and glue those down. I got a piece of blue paper or something in there. Right there. I don't know what that is. What are you? We'll put you on something in the trash. There we go. I am doing a scene from pictures in a magazine. I have harvested 2 Better Homes and Gardens so far. I'm going to harvest 12 altogether. And we're starting with just doing paste and glue, really, and putting some pictures together to create a scene. And then if this book gets filled up by the time we've worked through once of all of them, I have anything that's left over is being put together in a big envelope. Might need a box after a while. And I'm separating words and really small images. And we will do a different collage project with the remaining stuff later. So you just have to keep track of that envelope full of goodies. So I called it Cause a Scene in a Magazine, from a magazine. Cause a scene from a magazine. So you're taking images and we're going to put them together to make a scene. If you want to make it like a true cause a scene, go ahead and put together some goofy things or make up a story, or whatever you want to do. All right, these coastlines are going to get matched up. Need to trim a little bit off up here. We'll put some glue on it. I also have some Happy Mail. It came from Brittany and Mary. Mary sent me a stamp set. I think I've already put the card up somewhere that I got. I got a postcard too, and I've set it aside and somewhere safe. I need to just leave all that stuff together until I've shared it. But I've already thanked her for it. Kind of blend those two, not coastlines, but the horizon lines together. And then we'll do this coastline on this side. And we'll come in a ways. Come in a ways, come in a ways. It sounds like a song. What is it? A weema wop, a weema wop. So if you just take the time to go through and harvest an entire magazine, just chop everything up, all the images and words that you want to keep from it and throw anything else away, you'll have, supplies to do this kind of thing at hand, ready to go. It's a shame we're going to cover up all those people, right? So then the bed goes in here. And I want to put it like that. The next page is going to take the longest because I have a lot of small stuff for it. A lot more small stuff. So that's why I'm just working through there. Yes, it's the one about the lions. A weem away. And then they come in with all the uh-uhs and ooh-oohs and all that. Sorry, little girl. You're not going to the beach. You're getting glued under the bed. Ooh, that sounds bad. Didn't mean it. Just kidding. Got a little bit down in the valley, but we'll make it work, right? And then I've got these potted plants to cover up where things don't actually meet too hot. Let's see here. Yes, Kathy, that's it. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Getting my mat so covered in glue. It's not good. I can put this over here. All right, so I'm going to cut half of this plant off because we don't need all of that. I can save that for another project because I just need this to be on here. That glue is working so much better since I thinned it out. And I didn't put a whole lot of water in it, just a little bit to get it so it was more spreadable. I want to make sure that plant's where I'm going to trim it. That's all right. All right. I'm getting a little bit of wrinkling, but I'm going to be okay with it. The earworm for the day. That's right, Anne. Now we're all going to be going. Earworms of the day. That would be funny if we actually, somebody announced it and then we're all running around humming it every day. All right. I've got a saying for this one, even though it's wrinkling up. I was going to put this. Sometimes it's the little things that make the biggest difference. I was going to put it right along the bottom of the bed. And I might put this through my Xyron machine instead of using the sticky stuff. Hopefully my hands aren't so sticky that when I try to pull this sticker loose from the base, it won't stick. And you just take this. Let me wipe my hands one more time. That was one of Anne's favorite songs. Oh, I can be the announcer. It'll be all my fault that way. Sorry, guys. think I'm coming down with something. I don't know what, but something. I've not been sleeping good, and Scott and I have both periodically had headaches, so I don't know if it's spring allergens starting, because we saw pollen on our windshield. It's too early for pollen on the windshield. Way too early for that, but hi, Angela. We got Janet whistling it. She's going to try to do a video. She's going to be whistling The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Oh, I need something to get this loose. Maybe the pokey tool. That's the one thing about magazine pages and these Xyron sticker makers. The paper is so fragile that it rips so easy when you're trying to get it loose. Okay, I've worked it loose a little. What I like to do is just get a little bit loose and then set it down and stick that part out, and then gently pull the paper across the page. And see, I can come back in if I want to and go around the words and maybe do something with colored pencils to blend the difference out. You can do all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I will do that, but you can. It's an option. All right, let's see if we can get the cheap wax paper off from here, because it seems to stick. That's so sticky. I'm going to put that in between. Got a fresh piece. I'll put this in between here while this sets up. And then we'll go to the back and we'll do the last page. And then when we get this page done. Now this one's just for, I thought worked out kind of cute and funny. Gail has never seen The Lion King. Oh, goodness. All right. Let me get all this stuff over here. Let's see if I can put it back together how I had it. I took a picture just in case I messed it up. Can't remember how I had that plant. I don't want the plants to look like they're growing upside down, but, and then I think this was down here. But before I put that on there, I think this goes on first. Like so. And then we got this over here, like so. And then I had the queen in here, because I remember I remember they did a big story on how much the queen liked her chocolate cake, but I didn't have a chocolate cake. I have this coconut cake. So I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I hope you like coconut too. Or liked coconut too. So I can move that up to cover my space in. And then I had these plants here, and then I had some tucked in behind because I wanted that pink to show. So technically I could cut some of this off here and save it for another project. And tuck that in. All right, so we need to do something like that, but we need to put these flowers down first, then the cake, then this greenery, and then the queen and her headgear. And I'm hoping I can take some of this up here when I trim it off and put it down here. And then a bright smile will go on the page as well. So let's glue some of this stuff down. Okay, that. I need another piece of that cheap wax paper. I don't think I'm going to buy this again because I use more of it, so I don't think it's very cost effective. I use more than I would of a normal piece of wax paper. All right, let's see. So I'll just fit that so it covers that corner. Like so. Doesn't she look lovely with her, it looks like flowers and then carrot curls. She's got carrot curls. I don't know about anybody else, but I took every home ec and art class I could in high school and avoided science and I took the minimal. I didn't think I'd ever amount to anything, so why bother going to the effort? So I just took all the home ec and in art that I could. But in one of the home ec classes, we had to do hors d'oeuvres. And my assignment was carrot curls. Could I get those things to curl? No, I used the ice water. I did everything. She said, you at least have to make 2 that'll turn out. I worked for 2 class periods just to try to get cotton picking carrot curls. I finally got 2, but they didn't look like these on the Queen's hat. So, yeah. All right, let's put this over here. Now, if I get this situated and I've got open holes, I'll revisit my packet of pictures and I can add, I can add some things here and there if I have to. Oh, Kathy had to go. Bye, Kathy. Yeah. Childhood. It's not all grand for some. I'm just glad I made it out alive. Put it that way. All right, let's see here. All right, I'm going to glue that down there. And see, by me having this stuff put together, it's only been 30 minutes and I've got my pages together. So maybe we could do something else for a little bit longer. I want y'all to think about when you put things together, like the carrot curls are going to become part of her hat. So don't just take the things and use them as they are in the magazine. I could make her hat out of a bunch of plants, just stick them all over her head. I think last week we did a hat out of a beach umbrella. So, and I'm going to put this on like so. got glue on this where I don't need glue, so it'll probably stick to the wax paper. Oh no, what's on there? Stop that. Oh my goodness. Glue! It's everywhere. All right, now this is the part that's going to be a little bit more difficult. Because I want to have this. Oh, don't stick down yet. No, ma'am. Don't do that yet. That's the top of the page. I'm going to blindly do this, so hopefully I'm not messing myself up. I'm just going to cut right across. Now hopefully I'm cutting it straight enough. And will that work? I could have cut more, but that's okay. I've got this little bit here that maybe we can tuck under. Let's see, how am I going to deal with? I want to get rid of the sharp edges. All right, let me get the queen again here. And let's put a little glue on the bit that's going to hit her hat. Okay. I'll get back over here where you guys can see what I'm doing. And I've got too much glue. I'm going to wipe some of this back off for right now, because I don't want it to stick everywhere. I just wanted to glue the flowers to her hair to her hat. And then I could lay that in there and maybe harvest a little bit more off from here. I may be sorry here. Like that. Put that there. And that'll cover up some of that. And I'm going to cut a slit around the flowers so that this sign can go in there. So I know I can take this and I'll just glue it. Put just a tiny bit of glue here that I can carry her flowers from her hat down a little farther. I know it's probably confusing as all get out. What is she doing? I'm trying to get everything where I want it to be. So if I put that there, and then I put her bright smile, I want it to be between the two levels of flowers. If I could get my hands to work, it'd be great. So now if I take and I lift this, then I can glue that down on there. Then I will lift it and I'll put glue all over everything. And then I can just set her in place. Nettie's in the house. Nettie's in the house. I'm making sure I get a little glue under the little pieces that are still hanging so everything will glue down. We'll see what luck I have moving it from the craft plate, the craft mat over to the page here. Hopefully I've got enough glue that it's all intact and not glued to this mat. That would be bad because I'll tear it. All right, here we go. Let's see. Can I get it loose? So far, so good. So far, so good. Gotta get her bright smile picked up here. All right. Then I can set her in here. Make sure it all fits. Ta-da! Oh, I don't want to mess up the queen's face. There we go. There's still a little bit of cake showing back there. These are getting so dry. Just dab it. Whoops, there goes the Xyron. And of course the sticker part of it fell out. A bright smile. Can Becky remember how this goes in here? Put the stickers in that way. And this goes this way. I guess so. All right, I'm going to get a wet one and sit down. Brittany, I got your package. Thank you. I'm going to share it next. I might set the queen and everybody aside. And I'm really tempted to stick another flower right in there to cover up the where the cut in the tree is. Just, I got to get the sticky off. I don't know why that irritates me so badly. See, I have a little yellow flower right here. I could cut and stick in there, and that would break that up. I'll fussy cut this out. So after I sign off and at about 3, Shannon, are you coming on? Shannon usually comes on 3 o'clock on Wednesdays. That's Art Junkie. I just don't know what it is, Gail. I don't know if it was because my grandmother didn't like me to get dirty or what. Yeah, although she's got pictures of me sitting in a mud puddle when I was 2. Well, she had pictures. I don't know what happened to them. They're gone. Can't worry about it. I was her pretty little toy doll, I guess. I think I'm going to leave it just like that because I think that detracts enough. And then if I go around the letters or the words, and I had put together my pages and brought them over on one of my big trays. And I'll show you my envelope. I'm actually keeping the dining room table clear. Can you imagine? It's not easy. Let's see, I've got one of these big file pockets, and that's where I'm putting all my images. And I have a manila folder in there to hold the current month cutouts. And Ann says she hates having sticky fingers too. I don't know what it is. I wish there was a way to stick things down without us getting sticky. I mean, the sticker makers work great, but that stuff's expensive. Those refills for the Xyron machines. All right, I'm going to clean the edge of my Yes paste off with a wet one. Just wipe it off as good as I can, and then I'll put the lid on. I was putting wax paper on it, but that didn't last long. I'm going to put it up right now so that the sticky stuff is not on the table anymore. And I'll show you guys what Brittany sent me. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to set that over there. We'll just let it set and dry. Sticky fingers. So first, Mary sent me an envelope, and this was on the envelope. And then she had also sent me one of her tatted bobby pins on this lovely lady here. And she sent me these stamps that she had that she couldn't remember really where she got them, but she thought it was part of the Defy auction. And it has the Tim Holtz cats on it. So I was like, sure, I'll use those. I need, that's something I have a lot of, rubber stamps that I need to use more often. Oh, it tore the paper. And I'll just stick that on the back like so. And she sent me some wax seals that she was working on the other day. And since I'm a cat person, I don't mind that one of the dogs is missing at all. But they're cute. It's got a ball of yarn for them and a fish. And I guess that's a jug of milk, which milk is not good for your cat. Veterinarian will tell you that. But anyway, they're cute. So now I have the Tim Holtz kitty cats, and I have that other set of kitty cats, and they make really cute things. Hi, Safia. So those were from Mary. And then I got a surprise package from Brittany. And I was like, now what did Brittany send me? She sent me a Valentine. Let's be friends forever. And it's just a cute little book. She's got stickers in it. And this is just made with different papers, more stickers. And she said, use it any way you want to. Some little things in the felt hearts. And she put a doily in it and some cool red paper. This has got a lot of pages and pockets in it. And she stuck things in all the pockets. Have a sweet Valentine's Day little notebook. Oh, hedgehogs and an owl and a rabbit and a little deer, polar bear, and a cat and a dog together. More of that cool feeling. I don't know what this paper is, but I'm thinking maybe it's for paper folding. So it's cute. And she's got more stickers in this pocket. And there's some other goodie down in there. Oh, it's a fox. This is so cute. I have some Valentine paper I need to use up. This is awesome. Some more felt hearts. Oh, there's something in there. It's a heart bracelet. See if I can put him back in there. Beautiful. These look like labels, hugs and kisses. It looks like it has adhesive on the back, but maybe not. Maybe it's just the way it is. And some little hearts. So there's those in this little book. If I can get the kitty to go back in the pocket. There we go. And then Conversation Hearts Bingo. And then her little note to me. And some doilies. Some heart doilies. We should do a Valentine's project next week, you guys. You guys want to do something Valentine's next week? I'll look through and see what I can come up with. Maybe we'll do a little Valentine's journal. Maybe we could do one out of a paper lunch bag. If you guys want to do that, we can. Or a couple paper lunch bags. So that was my happy mail. And I have a postcard that Mary had sent. I won it, I think, in one of her postcard giveaways. I think it's in this journal here. I'm taking Barb Owen to heart, and I've started a little journal like she uses. And here's Mary's postcard with a bird on it. Or birds. 2 birds. And she had put a little stamp on the back and a hello, but it's got our addresses on it, so I won't share that. But that's pretty. And I've been using my own stickers in my journal. I sent Barb some of those stickers too. I need to shrink down my, I thought this was hilarious. It says, you need to step away or something like that. You should switch to decaffeinated mice. I thought that was hilarious. I cut it out of my mother-in-law's newspaper. And if Carol's still here, Carol, I want to do some of these chickens. I just think they're cute. And they just look like blobs with a beak and a comb. They can't be that hard to do. And that's my word of the year. Breathe. And then Barb Owen sent me some of her canvas mandalas. And I stuck one of those in there. And this is the journal I drew my first owl in. Oh. I don't think there's anything behind that. There he is. I saw him on Pinterest, and he got me started doing those. And then I started doing, and then I had done an owl with you guys, and Kathy D said, I see a donkey. So I did a donkey. And I don't know if she's seen it or not. I can share those again real quick while we're waiting for glue to dry. I really enjoyed Anne's journal flip throughs. This is the sketchbook I pulled out that weekend. Carol and Anne were doing, what were we doing? We were drawing something, and I did the koala bears. So there's my koala bears. And I did this, I think, on Carol's channel. Or was it Anne's? You guys, I don't remember. It's either on Carol or Anne Lars' channel. Canadian Artisan or Anne Lars. But then I did this, and when I was working on it with you guys, it looked like this. And Kathy D said, I see a donkey. So I looked at it, and I was like, what is she talking about it? So I turned it over, and I was like, oh, there is a donkey. So I actually did a donkey. There's my donkey. And then I was watching Janet Nash, and she was working on something, and I was just said, well, I'll do another animal. So I did a little pig. She's dancing. She's quite happy. And yes, on Carol's, and Anne said that's when she did her English cottage. And so the next page has a little pink stain on it, so I don't know which doodly animal I'll do next, but I'm not doing one today. Yeah, not feeling up to it. I think the weather going up and down has me going up and down because I'm definitely not sleeping. I'm fighting the urge to turn the air conditioner on at night just to get the to make it feel chilly in here so I can sleep. All right, I'm going to go back to my collage pages. See if we can get this cheap wax paper off from my page. I might be better off just trimming the page with the wax paper attached to it. That stuff is awful. Oh, I hope I do, Janet. I'm not resting, and I think the cats sense that I'm not feeling well because Howard was tearing through the house last night, just like Lily was the other night. Howard did that all night long. Now he's laying here. He keeps tucking his head back under his arm like, shut up. Quit talking about me like that. I didn't do that. We know he did. You know, it's funny how animals just know, isn't it? Animals know before we do that we're not feeling good. I'm just really, really thankful Scott's getting more work this week, because last week he only got 2 days, which is not good. Not good for the pocketbook. We need spring to come so all of the trains go into the yards for repair, and then he'll have plenty of work. There we go. There's our queen page. It's very sticky. Let me go get some warm water on here. Yep, the animals know before we do. I don't want to get her too wet because then it'll start moving the color around on the page. All right. So then we need to pop the date on here. I'm going to do it over here. February 1st, 2023. So tomorrow's Groundhog Day, isn't it? I wonder if he'll see his shadow. Quite frankly, we haven't had any really cold weather. I mean, we've had some cold weather, but not like a week at a time cold weather. Like one day it'll be in the 30s and then the next it'll be 80. Last night it didn't get below 60 degrees here. I know we shouldn't complain, us folks down south, but when it doesn't get real cold, real nice and cold, the bug problem the next spring and summer is 2 to 3 times worse. And I don't like spraying. I try to keep everything clean and up and periodically clean with bleach because they don't like bleach and all that, but it's still a problem. Oh, Gail had to go. Okay. All right. So I want to, because that's still wet, I don't want to close it on itself. Get me another piece of this cheap paper. You get what you pay for. All right. So I'll just lay that on there. And we'll go back to our other page here. Maybe wipe that off a little. Where it was sticking on there. Then we got to trim this one. I love it when you trim them because then you see, you know, how nice and even everything is because it's all evened up on the page. If you guys missed Diane Fago over on Lisa's channel last week, that's Lisa My Eclectic Life. If you guys missed that, you need to go back and watch it because Diane is like the queen of collage and putting magazine images together. And she gets horticultural books. Like she'll get a book that's nothing but roses or gardenias or camellias or something. And she'll use those to, like, if there's a lady from a beauty magazine in a beautiful gown, she'll cut the gown away and make the lady's dress all out of those flowers from those books. I keep thinking, if I buy some books like that from the bins, maybe I won't feel so bad about chopping into them. Like I would not want to buy a book from like Barnes and Noble or someplace just to cut up. But I keep looking for some books on flowers and things like that at the bins. See, I wiped it too much and I got some of my color moved. So it's going to dull this image down. It won't be as bright and intense, but I'm going to live with it. Oh, we got to date it. Maybe up here this time. February 1st, 2023. Hi, Gabby. Her name is Diane Fago. D-I-A is it N-E and then F-A-G-O. If somebody could, Janet, if you could get Diane's link, that'd be awesome. Oh, she does beautiful work. She used to do these videos for Index Card a Day, and she would do a collage on an index card, just a small index card. And she has a bunch of those, and she does journals. And her journals for each day are not like written journals like Barb Owen is me doing now. Is I've been writing in those, and it actually does help, especially when extended families giving you hiccups and headaches. It gives you some place to put all that frustration so you're not dwelling on it. But Diane does all of that in images. And anything she's feeling, she puts into her work. And it's like magic when she has a page pop up. So there you go. Pam got it. Janet, Pam beat you to it. But also go back and watch Lisa Conway. Last week, one day, Diane was a guest on Lisa's channel, and they had a wonderful time together. They discussed a lot about technique and how to put things together. Lisa had the opportunity to pick Diane's brain, and that is always amazing to see the things that Diane cues you in on. So yeah, that's two channels I would say go watch. Lisa does a lot of collage too, and so does Tanya McGuire. Tanya's been recovering from shoulder surgery, so she's not been able to play as much, but she's getting back in there. I've seen her pop in a few places. And yeah, all of those ladies love to do collage books like this, like I'm working on here. I'm waiting for this ink to dry is why I'm waiting. Who else is really good with the collage? Caged Fish, and that's Caged spelt with a K, Kagedfish. And she doesn't do as many videos as she used to, but you can still watch her older videos, and they're awesome. Yes, Caged Fish. So let me put this piece of paper back in here. I think that ink is probably dried, and I'm going to trim my first page I did. Yeah. And like you don't have to put a ton of stuff on the page for it to be a collage. And you can see this is actually, I can see the writing from the previous page. Magazines are getting so cheap. I've been tempted to get one of the fashion magazines. Anne has assured me one issue will give me enough images for a lifetime. So I might pick one up when I get groceries again, if I can. If I can, I will. If I can't, I won't. A lot will depend on income. Gabby knows about Caged Fish. I think her name is Carla. So I think next week we'll do a Valentine project. I need to go through my stuff and pull my Valentine's things together. And what I can do is on the community tab, I'll tell you what I've pulled together. So if you have the same things or something similar, don't go out and buy things just to do a project with me, because you can always make substitutions. If you don't have something, substitute something else. I'm trying very hard not to spend any money. I went to Joann's the other night simply to take a picture in front of the yarn for that contest, because they're giving away $850 worth of yarn. So I'm like, I'll play. I can use yarn if I use it for myself and my family, or if I do a project like hats for the homeless again. I would love some free yarn to do that with. That would be awesome. I love to do projects like that. Or the lap blankets for the veterans. I would love to do that again. I wrote down the size of a lapgan. I looked it up online, and I got it right here on my table. It's anywhere from up to 32 inches to 48 inches. And I would say, and what I made is a 35 by 40. I think I would do a 35 by a 45 for a really good size for like a sitting in a wheelchair or in your recliner watching TV. My mother-in-law chose the gray blanket that I made from my scraps. Do you remember I had like two skeins of gray, and then I had all those little bits from where I'd made all those hats for Lizzie Brewer for her hat project, because she was doing a hat project for the homeless. And I think I made 41 or 42 hats for her. But I had all those little teeny balls. So I would do like 2 rows of gray, and then I would use a color until it was gone. And then I would do 2 rows of gray, and then, yeah, do back and forth. So my mother-in-law got the gray one I did like that, and my sister-in-law Jane got the one that was the blue. And she said she was going to leave it in their mobile home. It's not a mobile home, it's a camper that they keep down here to stay in a park by the flea market. And she said that that would give her a blanket to use there when she was, yeah, a lap blanket. They're quick projects. If you want a blanket that works up really fast, go to Crochet Coco. She has a video for a corner to corner Afghan, and that's the video I use to make my lapgans, because you can, once you get the stitch, Bella Coco. Thank you, Janet. I knew it had the cocoa in it, but I couldn't remember the Bella for anything at that moment in time. But she's another one to learn stitches by if you are into crochet. I'm going to put this right on those seeds. So there we go. That's our 3 pages for this week. I will put together a plan for next week. I'm going to put my camera up on me so you guys don't have to look at the table constantly. Hello, and hello to everybody that's new. And I hope you're enjoying the magazine collage business I got going here. I also have a black and white journal like this that's done with black and white images that I need to work on some. But okay, I'm going back in my head. I'm going to pull together the stuff to do at Valentine's project. I still want to make in the Quilters magazine, I want to do that basket. It's right along in here somewhere. But I want to do the little basket that had the 3 hearts on it that's in Quilts and More. I can't share that pattern because it's in the current magazine. But if I can find something similar online, I'll send it to you that way. You know, it'll be probably different than the ones in Quilts and More. Quilts and More is only available on the newsstands every other month, or every 3 months. It's seasonal. And the one that's current right now has a small, it's like a little tote, but it's more of a basket. And I was going to make 2 of those, one for each mother. And I was going to put things in it that I know they like to snack on for Valentine's Day. So that is coming up. I need to have a dry erase board for my projects. I have the wrap dress I'm making for my sister. I've worked a mock-up in the kind of paper fabric-y stuff I got from Amazon, because that stuff you can actually sew and do your adjustments on it. And I can tell if I need to make more adjustments. I can mark on it with a pen. So I've got that dress, and that was for her birthday last May, but her schedule is so full because she's a runner. She teaches at university level. Her husband's a prize-winning barbecue chef. Yeah, so they are constantly going to an event, doing something or another, or there's a meeting, or she's in Kansas doing testing, grading tests. She does that every year. It's very hard to catch her up with her until the summer. And then last summer we didn't get together. So I'm trying to catch up on that. I want to do those 2 baskets. I want to do my robe. The fabric's sitting right on that chair. I got to finish my hoodie hug. It's in the pocket of the sewing machine that I need to wind the special thread up. I'm going to try that Coates and Clark. It's called Ecoflex or something like Elastex. I don't know. It's an elastic thread. It's not the elastic thread that you think of that you use for shearing. It's a sewing thread that has elastic in it. So you can sew with a straight stitch on knit fabric and it will stretch enough. Because if you try to use a straight stitch with just a regular poly cotton thread or a cotton thread, it'll just snap when you move. So I'm going to try this stuff out because everybody else is talking about Gutermann has this elastic thread and it's magical and wonderful. I can't find it anywhere. They said you can get it on Amazon. I went on Amazon and it's completely sold out. So I'm sorry, I can't get it. So I'm going to try what I can get at Joann's just up the road. And yeah. Oh, Janet is off. Bye. Hello to Ben. Enjoy your dinner. Or as y'all say, tea. Anne has finished her magazine collage. And if you guys watched, Anne showed a sneak peek of the picture she was going to do. And it was like a forest tree scene. So that'll be interesting to see. I can't wait, Anne. Let's see. Anything else? Any questions? And I will put together a project and put a supplies list. And it's not you have to have this to play along. Think outside the box. If you don't have something I list, think about what you do have and use what you have. So I'm going to sign off. Greg is just getting up. He'll need to get awake. So he works overnights. And yeah. Oh dear, and Kathy forgot her batting. Oh, bummer. I don't know if that's on sale at Joann's or if you have a Joann's near you. Sometimes when it's on sale at Joann's, it's the best price you'll get. All right, I'm going to tell y'all goodbye and do like Nettie does, give y'all a heart. And I'll see you when I see you, probably Friday morning in Carol's. I need to get with Carol and find out what she's got planned for us. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.